So it's September 7th, 2018. I'm actually coming to you from inside of our brand new walk-in deer cooler. We don't have a name for it yet. If you want to give us a name, drop a name in the comments. Make sure you hit subscribe, like this channel. We've got a lot of cool things coming to you. Right now, we're going to show you what we did on our opening weekend. I was able to connect with my first velvet buck ever with my bow. And Matt, our buddy Matt, was with us, and he was able to harvest a nice doe for Doe Patrol. Now, I'm going to have to walk you through a little bit play-by-play for this weekend, only because the audio from our camera, the cord is broken, and I was without audio explaining my step-by-step process. But for the most part, we got the guys into camp, we set up camp, we have a pop-up camper, we had a Cabela's tent, and we dropped for the first time our walk-in cooler, which we weren't completely finished with yet. We're still not completely finished with yet, but we had a few things that we had to finish putting up, get ready for the weekend, and once we did, we were able to put some deer in there, and this is how it went.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
Wow. Got any advice, Dustin?
Don't lock your keys in your car when you're 2 hours from home.
Buy a Ford.
Did you just...
That was a little late getting in here, so I held off on talking to the camera and just kind of seeing what was around. We've got a big storm coming in, following by a cold front, so tomorrow should be really good. We might get caught in a rainstorm, so we've got really good wind here. And actually, if you look, my thermals taking it right up, straight up. So that's really, really good. Not a lot of coverage in this area. It looks like what I'm sitting on is like a pear tree, and you would think I'm an idiot. But there's so many low-hanging branches underneath on the forest level that I'm covered all up until I want to take my shot. So I can see this deer, pick this deer out as it comes in, draw my bow back, be ready. Once I step out in the clearing, I'll be able to take my shot. So it's a little bit opposite of coverage. I'm not covering myself per se. I'm covering the deer. It should work out pretty well.
So unfortunately, I don't have any lighted nocks on my Element Archery arrows. They're micro diameter, so it gives me a lot, the way I have them set up, it gives me a lot of penetration. So I knew I had a good hit, I knew I had a full pass through. It was just the fact that if you listen closely, you can hear the thunder and see the lightning immediately after the shot's taken. And I wanted to get down from the tree stand. I didn't have time to celebrate, collect my thoughts or feelings. I just knew I had to get down and I had to get on that deer, and otherwise I would be, you know, washed out and I wouldn't be able to find that deer. So that's exactly what I did. I called the guys. My father actually came out early. He came back across the street and he was able to help me, and we were able to find and get that deer real fast.
You come across a dead deer, did you?
Okay. You got that square light? Yeah, I see
right
one
here
in front of me too.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There he is, man.
Oh, nice.
Holy shit.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Another nine. Not bad. He's not giant, but
120.
Nice deal. Right off the bat.
Now this is my first velvet buck, so I was really excited, but I also, you know, I had gone there with high hopes because a couple of the properties in the surrounding areas have really big bucks. And, you know, I might not be a big buck hunter yet. I might still be a deer hunter, and I get really excited to just harvest deer. And that was my first velvet buck. I'm very proud, very happy of that buck. And, you know, the whole emotion with not getting it on film as much as I wanted to, not being able to basically celebrate immediately after I wanted to, it kind of brought me down a little bit. But we got back to the camp. We were able to put the deer on the Koola Buck Hide Ripper, which was really neat, but we did do it backwards the next day, and we tried to rip it as the deer was cold. We let it hang for a little while, and it just didn't work as we thought. So when Matt went out the next day, Matt was able to harvest a doe, and we were able to put the hide ripper to test with a warm, moist doe that we, you know, we did head first, or head up to the top, and we were able to rip down, and it worked 10 times better. But I'll show you, Matt's got a GoPro on his head for this deer, and he's able to take a shot and harvest a beautiful doe. So it's a little hard to see. Matt had a GoPro on his head, and he was able to finally capitalize on a doe for the first time in Maryland with his bow. And we were able to take that back, a warm deer. This time we were going to try putting the head up top and ripping the hide from the bottom. And it's exactly what we did, and guess what? This thing worked, and it worked really well.
Big difference. Like you said, a lot of it might be a warm deer.
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth it.
I like it a lot more that way.
It's amazing when you do it the right way what happens. Go figure.
Yeah. If you want to see more about this walk-in cooler, definitely subscribe, because we're going to walk you through this whole thing. We're going to actually probably try to get a keg in here with a tap system on the outside. We'll walk you through our whole system and show you exactly how this air conditioner drops the temperatures down to 37 degrees. Right now it's at 41. Most of the time we're looking at 35 to 37 degrees, and it's really cool, no pun intended. But stay tuned. We'll be back next week with another video and show you exactly how these deer went down behind a rhino blind.